The standoff between the government and the opposition in the National Assembly is continuing, with government saying that the opposition is using its majority to hamper national development. Cabinet Secretary Dr. Luncheon said what has occurred over the last 2 years in the 10th Parliament may not be a phenomenon that could be resolved any other way than by general elections. Opposition Leader David Grange fired back, stating that Luncheon is on a fishing expedition.
Dr. Luncheon is on a fishing expedition. He's just fishing for a response. I do not regard it as a serious statement of government policy. And I think the statement was made to put an idea in the public domain to elicit some response, to see whether there's going to be a favorable or unfavorable response. So I'm not particularly perturbed. APNU is not worried that this constitutes an intention on the part of the government of Guyana to proceed into general elections.
Capital News understands that the opposition parties were considering bringing a no-confidence motion against the government, but Grange told the media his party has no plans or intention to bring any such motion at this time. He said one of the top priorities at this time is to have the president assent to the 4 local government bills, which will pave the way for the holding of local government elections.
It seems that there was some infantile attempt to prevent certain agencies from meeting with the OS. And no formal invitation was ever sent to APNU, and I understand to GTUC as well. So it was handled by the government, and the government seemed bent on preventing certain agencies from meeting with the task force. It was a government responsibility, and apart from the open forum, there was no attempt to allow the opposition to meet formally with the task force. So we are very disappointed with the government's action, which I describe as infantile. And we have always had the opportunity to meet with the international agencies to discuss issues affecting the people of Guyana, the National Assembly, freely. We've met with the IDB, we've met with the IMF, we've met with other organs such as the UNDP, we've met with the international, diplomatic community. So it was quite astonishing that an attempt was made to prevent us meeting directly with the task force. No, we did not meet.
Frustrated over the development in the National Assembly, the PAP used the observance of 21 years in office to rev up supporters with the aim of winning back a majority at the polls. Reporting for Capital News, Royston Jakes.